Greetings all. To say I am excited about where I am right now would be a gross understatement. This is so almost emotionally overwhelming for me because I am in, of all places in the world, Berlin. This is where my mother was born. I'm half German. Now I've been in Germany for a couple of weeks, but this is my mother's hometown. And I'm going to a place that is so significant to my family. It's just really overwhelming. I don't think I'm going to cry because I'm not that kind of dude, but I'm seriously gobsmacked. It's December 2nd, 2017. It's almost 3:30 in the afternoon. The significance of being here, aside from my mum being born here, is that church that you can see in the background over there was bombed during the Second World War. Now, that church has a name which is hugely difficult to say. I know it's Kaiser Wilhelm something or other. I can't even pronounce that last bloody word. And if you're not German and can pronounce it, you're doing better than me. My grandparents, my Oma and Opa, my Opa passed away just gone 10 years ago last month. My Oma and Opa were there in 1947 and took a photo there in front of there. I mean, here I am with modern technology of iPhones and stuff. This is the photo of them from 1947 in front of that church, and I'm gonna go and get a photo or something, a video or whatever of myself there in that same spot. This, for me, is huge personal significance, and I just wanted to share it because that's what we do in 2017. We share crap like this. In their day, 1947, they never would have imagined this. They wouldn't have imagined they were living in Australia. They wouldn't have imagined their grandson has travelled all the way from Australia to living into Japan to being here in Germany right now. It's pretty huge for me, and I hope everybody out there watching this gets to have a moment like this sometime in their life. So, let's go for a little walk. Those of you who know me know I am very far from a religious guy at all, but I got to tell you, I've never been more excited to see a church in my life. Damn, that's some serious Lego. Cool BB-8 Lego. That's it. Nice. Tempting, but I'm on a mission. Yeah. This right in front of the church is the Christmas markets. This is where, unfortunately, they had that terrorism a few years ago. Interesting thing, these buildings here, I don't know if they were bombed during the war or whether they're under demolition or what, but from my hotel room I could actually see behind. I'm currently filming a time-lapse video from my room of the view going out this direction from here across the city, so I'll be able to insert that sometime later as well. I don't know if the 18th floor is all the way up the top. I don't really know how the building's structured and how it works, but all I know is I'm up on the 18th floor. I get a funny feeling that my floor could be one of those ones just up there, and in fact if it is, my camera is probably in one of those end floors just up there somewhere, end rooms rather. I'm going to take a photo for my auntie who was telling me come here, and she helped me out a little bit to know where I was going. She'll love seeing this. I have to say it's absolutely freezing out here. My hands are getting frozen just holding this camera. I'm tempted to turn off the camera and just put my hands in my pocket, but I'm not going to do that. So this was bombed during the Second World War, and you can see remnants of what's left over here. So I'm told that it's from this direction that I need to take the photo. I'm going to have to compare. I don't know exactly where they were yet, but I'll work it out. It could well be this street here. I can't even pronounce this stuff. For those of you who know nothing of German, the second to last character there is actually an S set, which means double S. So Rankestraße for that one. Oh wow, I can actually read that. Now that one looks a little bit harder. Tauentzienstraße? Maybe Townsend Street? I guess Tauentzienstraße? It makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, I'm too nervous about trying to read it and getting it wrong. But as you can see, it really is Berlin. It's exciting for me. I'm going to turn my camera off and try and figure out where I'm at. That was amazing. These policemen here just helped me and gave me a bell in case of thieves. I don't think that particular bell is going to be too loud. He says you ring the bell if you have a thief and we'll come running. That was pretty funny. So the assumption is that the direction of the photo is actually from the opposite side over here. So I'm going to go and have a look and see if that's where it is. Thank you, gentlemen. They were very kind. It was very funny. I love this. I get a bloody bell in case of thieves. That's just too funny. So the Christmas markets. Beautiful sight. Now let's cut through this way to the other side. Well, look and see what we shall find. Wow, this is pretty full on. It's horrible what humans are capable of, and obviously Berlin was getting bombed because of Hitler, and the English and Americans and Russians and everyone else was just trying to stop Hitler. It's just... When I went to Hiroshima back in 2003, the feeling there was different, because there I was at a museum that was actually showing the history of things, and it was very, very, very overwhelming. This here is obviously a horrible fact that it happened. Oh, that is the spot. Holy crap. I'll get back to that in a second. It's overwhelming that wars happen in the first place. I can't help but feel stuff like this. I don't want to dribble on about it. Basically, it's unfortunate that horrible things like that ever happen in the world, and I can't really say much more about it. So, we're getting further on my quest here, because that spot right there is there in the photo. Hang on, sorry, Mike. So you can see there above my Oma's head, you can see this exact thing right here. So I'm definitely in the right direction, so it's got to be down this street over here. So far, I have to say it's kind of a silly thing, but so far I have not seen a single Japanese person. Oh, look at that. That's definitely the spot in the angle. So the window's obviously been blown out. This is the angle from where the photo was taken, so it would have been down that street over there. Christmas market's alright. See, there you go. These things here were no doubt put in because of the terrorism that happened. Oh man, this world. Obviously things have changed since back in the day, but there is the church. This building here was obviously put in since. There's the angling for the church. So, being the alcove there, and the hole for the window there, that being the alcove, I don't know what you want to call that. And so it would have been somewhere down here on this street where their photo would have been taken many, many, many years ago. 1947 to be exact. 70 years ago. Wow. My grandparents were pretty much standing roughly here, and I was born half a world away and grew up half a world away, and to be standing here, this is freaking amazing. There's the Waldorf Astoria. So in case any of my family members are ever looking for the spot, it's across the street, I believe, from the Waldorf Astoria, in front of the, there's an advertisement for Star Wars, but I'm pretty sure that's the zoo. And it would be roughly here somewhere. I'm going to get out the photo and double check one more time to see what the situation is here. So, yep, that would be about right, because there's the place. Now, it could have been one of the poles just over there somewhere, a little bit further down, but the point is, they are walking down the street. There's the angle, there's a streetcar. Apparently, I asked the police, there used to be a streetcar or a tram car or whatever you want to call it. Or in Japan it's called a chinchin dencha. That it would have been there, and they would have been roughly around here. It could have even been a little bit further down that way. This is so cool being here. To my Opa, who passed away, like I said, 10 years ago. I wish I was here with you together right now enjoying this. My Oma will not unfortunately get to see this because her eyesight's not very good. She might get to listen to it. So Oma, if you hear this and possibly see it, I'm standing where you and Opa took your photo 70 years ago. This is special. This is unbelievable. I just said that I hadn't met any Japanese people. These guys are from Tokyo.
Yeah, hello.
And they're very kindly going to take my photo for me of me in front of the church for my grandparents, and they're studying the photo and everything. 超優しい、ありがとうね。すごい偶然けどね。多分あなたたちが、大きいハゲ白人は日本語を話せる。変な感じですか？そんなことはない。もちろんびっくり。ありがとう。This is cool. It's incredible how amazing that was. So I'm just standing here looking around just after I was at my moment just before where I thought I was signing off from, and I saw some people walking towards me and I was pretty sure they were Japanese, and funny enough they were. It was the first Japanese people I'd met here, and the lady that was taking the photo, it turns out, is actually a photographer. So the Japanese people took my photo of me standing here, so I'm pretty sure that this spot here with this intersection is the spot where it was done, and it could well have been that pole there for the signpost that was redone. I don't really know, but it feels close enough to the point that this is where the photo was taken. So now there's an underground station, and so I'm just up a little bit from the entrance to the zoo, or at least I believe that's the zoo anyway. So that's where I am, and it was super cool and just so funny that Japanese people were the ones who took my photo for me in front of the church there. But that's definitely the spot where my grandparents had their photo. It's so obvious now because of the spots just there and there. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm on cloud 9 right now. This is a lifelong dream. It's not too often that I can really bring a genuine lifelong dream, because I've been looking at this photo since I was a little kid. You know, you can say, oh, it's a lifelong dream to meet such and such person that you heard about recently as a musician, or even for 10, 15 years, 20 years, but to have something that you've been looking at since you're a child and get to have your moment doing a similar thing that's significant to your family, that's pretty special. So I am really going to sign off now. Thanks for watching, and once again I hope all of you out there get to have a moment like this sometime in your life.